Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my discussion of Creative Assembly's possible announcement at EGX Rezzed, and a look at the 100 million battle infographic that they released last week, or earlier this week, I think it was. Now, this is just a quick video because we got a little bit of, I wouldn't call it news, that's why this isn't one of my news videos, it's more of a prelude to news. But we got this announcement from Creative Assembly that they'll be attending EGX Rezzed in London. And they shared this statement: we'll be sharing an exciting and exclusive look at what's next for Total War Warhammer series in a Creative Assembly hosted developer session. It gives the time and date. If you enjoyed Total War Warhammer, and we definitely hope that you did, this session really is unmissable. So it looks like they might be making some kind of announcement for the future of Total War Warhammer. Now, what form this might take is up for some speculation. I'm sure you guys, like me, would love it to be the announcement for Total War Warhammer 2, but I really don't think we'll see that until around the summer, around sort of E3 time or something like that. But you never know, that's kind of the big hope, but I think it's a little bit early for that. Another possibility is perhaps the announcement of a final DLC, and coupled with that we'll get the release of the Old Friend free DLC, whatever that might be. As you guys know, I'm kind of thinking it's probably a Midland release to get Boris his own faction and his own army. Another alternative to that final DLC, maybe them breaking their rule on DLC for DLC and giving regiments of renown to the Beastmen, to the Wood Elves, to Chaos, just to kind of bolster their ranks a little bit. It could just be a sneak peek into some systems they may be looking to implement in Total War Warhammer 2. Now, this seems to me the most likely. I think that they might try and show off some systems they've been working on for the next iteration of Total War Warhammer. Now, that might take the form of maybe improved sieges. As you guys know, I would love that to take the form of naval battles. And I'll admit, I'm not even the #1 fan of naval battles in the Total War series. But I think just because of the great variety and interesting kind of units they have that I did my series on, naval combat in Total War Warhammer could be something very different and very enjoyable as well if they do it right. Or it might just be a look at how Total War Warhammer 2 will slot in with Total War Warhammer, the Old World Edition, and how they'll kind of play off each other. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what this is. Let me know what you guys hope it might be or think it might be down in the comments, but I'll be sure to keep up to date on this. Once this announcement's made or this news is revealed, I'll have a news video up for you guys then as well. The other thing I just wanted to look at that I thought was a bit of fun is their 100 million battles for stats that they released. I don't know if you guys have seen this on the Creative Assembly Total War Warhammer page, but it's kind of fun, and I thought I'd just go over it with you guys, and we'll just have a look at it together and see what we see, shall we? Well, first off is the campaign started. Now, a lot of Empire campaigns there, over a quarter of them. It's a bit sad to see so few Wood Elves campaigns started. Now, what I will say is the Wood Elf campaign, this might be controversial, but I actually enjoyed the mini campaign for the Wood Elves more than playing the Wood Elves on the Grand campaign. I just thought it gave a bit more detail to Athel Loren. I like that. It made it a bit bigger, and it allowed you to kind of stick to the isolationist aspect of the Wood Elves, because there was enough to get on with in Athel Loren. You didn't feel the need to kind of go out and paint the whole map green. So I kind of really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the mini campaign for that. Much more so than the Beastmen mini campaign, I'll say that. The Beastmen I thought were okay on the Grand campaign, but the Wood Elves had a much better mini campaign. I actually quite enjoyed that one. The least played, I suppose, is Bretonnia, but that's just because they just came out. I'm sure that number will go up over time. The Dwarves and the Vampire Counts about equal footing. Greenskins a little bit behind. Chaos, sad to see Chaos there at 10%. I know a lot of people don't like the Horde mode, the Horde kind of mechanic, but I really enjoy it, and it's a shame that other people don't as well. For me, I enjoy the Chaos campaign. I think it's quite good. I think it's quite a good challenge. You have to carry those troops through with you. I think it's okay. People should give it more of a chance. And Beastmen, I think it's fun playing as them once, but I've not really played a lot as a Beastman, and I think I'm a little bit disappointed. I think they should be more of a threat on the campaign. And the same with the greenskin hordes that pop up as well. I think they should be beefed up a little bit. And when a greenskin horde pops up in your territory, it should be really cause for concern, rather than now when a beastman herd pops up, you just kind of march an army over and just auto-resolve it. But there we go. Those are my thoughts on that first stat there. 49 billion total kills. Jesus, we're a bloodthirsty bunch, chaps. And as far as the difficulty goes, we've got, mostly normal. That's to be expected, just a default difficulty. Karl Franz is the most bloodthirsty lord with 59,287,402 kills. That's pretty impressive, Karl. But that's to be expected with him being probably the most started legendary lord in the campaign. Biggest pacifist, Kemmler, I can see that. Doesn't really have a lot going on, Kemmler. Plus, I don't think they have any system in place to count any of his summoned creature kills as his kills. So I can see how Kemmler would come out bottom there. Green Knight putting in a solid performance so far with 12 kills per second since Bretonnia was released. What a murderous little bastard. Most popular unit, Swordsman. Yeah, that's to be expected. I don't think it's because of their popularity. I think it's because they're cheap and most people play Empire. But there you go. Highest multiplayer win rate, Mousillon. That's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. So the Red Duke really being a good lord there. And because I think that's the only reason you'd pick Mousillon, just to have him as a legendary lord. So yeah, Red Duke really representing. And Bordelot, the lowest player win rate. All right, so there we go. And minutes of battle, 2,850 years of battle. Wow. At least that makes me feel better about the amount of time I've spent on the game. I would tell you guys my Steam clocked hours, but it's enormous. I think it's probably at this point, if it's not close, it probably is the game I have played most, at least on Steam, that I've kept track of. And the Sunmaker is the highest amount of kills. They released that one a little bit separately, but, everyone likes a good stat. And the Sunmaker is a devastating machine, unloading all its ammo at the quick rate it does. So there we go, guys. I think this infographics really good, and I hope they released a couple more stats. I think it's an enjoyable little feature, and nicely put together. I'm not usually a huge fan of infographics, but, this one's not bad. But let me know how long you guys have spent with the game. Maybe it'll make me feel better about the amount of time I've spent with the game. But I do love it. It's a great game, and I'm looking forward to the announcement they make. All right, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. Do subscribe for more Total War Warhammer news and just updates in general, and hope to see you on the next one. All right, guys, thanks very much. See you next time.